Hello, my name is Daniel Hallett, and my PowerPoint presentation is on United Airlines and what it takes to be a successful company. The first slide I wanted to talk about was customer service. Customer service in an airline plays a very big part in the success of it. For example, in order for it to be successful, an airline can offer expedited boarding, which is letting their customers board, kind of like priority boarding, on-time departures and arrivals, meaning they will always keep the promise on when the plane will leave and when it will take off. And obviously, a clear one is for them to be helpful and friendly. This is with anything, whether they need help getting up out of their chairs, taking them to the gate where the plane is, and helping them with their bags or luggage. An airline could offer upgrades and promotion to the customers. For example, when a customer goes to get their boarding pass at the front, they could offer a variety of different seats so they could possibly upgrade to first class, second class, or even business class if that is needed. My final example of good customer service would be more fare options. This means that possibly referring a customer to a lower ticket price before making them have to buy the more expensive option. The next slide I wanted to go over is cabin service. Not just customer service, but also the cabin service. These are the employees or flight attendants that are working inside of the airplane while you are aboard it. A good example of good cabin service is when the flight or the flight attendants provide the meals for whenever it is convenient for you, not for them. Let's say you get hungry and you would like to eat something, you would just tell them and they would bring you whatever you would like to eat. Another good example, which is also a great example, is offer amenity kits. These are those little pouches you get with high-end socks and or these little slippers that you could possibly wear, featuring designer brands and or will keep you comfortable throughout the duration of your flight. One of my personal favorites would be when the cabin service stands at the front when you enter the airplane and they offer you a warm hot towel. So when you sit down in the airplane, you're nice and comforted and you put it on your neck and you just feel at home. And obviously something a crew should always go by is the customer is always right. Whether the customer wants something to eat now, they need to use the restroom, or they would like to use their phone, they should be able to do those things whenever they feel that they need to use it. Onboard comfort. Now this might just be the most important slide of this entire presentation due to the fact just because what most customers look for is solely just leg room. Everybody wants leg room. Nobody wants to be cramped on their long flight, whether it's short or long. Everybody wants at least a decent amount of leg room in between them and the other customer. An example of this would be reclining seats. Obviously, if you're sitting behind a person and their seat reclines, you do not want their seat to recline all the way. But this can be fixed. Some airlines such as Emirates and Qatar and Lufthansa also offer this, and United, for matter of fact, offer this so they can lean back and enjoy themselves when they feel tired or want to get rest. These seats should always have individual reading lamps so they may read their books in peace and quiet and not have to worry about the person next to them or the person behind them looking over their shoulder and reading it too. And obviously, a clear one for most people, or anyone that has a cell phone or a tablet or a laptop, would be a charging port located underneath each seat. This way, customers are satisfied and can use their handheld devices whenever they feel like it and not have to worry about their phone dying. Pillows and blankets are an obvious one, especially for overnight flights. When people are tired and want to go to bed, a pillow and or a blanket is a very good investment for an airline to give their customers, just due to the fact that they will be comfortable on their flight over. Unlimited snacks. That is all any kid or any teenager dreams of, just to eat as much as they can before they get off the airplane because it's all free. For most airlines, entertainment is one of the more crucial aspects of satisfying a customer. Airlines don't want to leave their customers bored or tired because they have nothing to do on their flight. This will leave the customer very unhappy and will make them not want to fly with them again. United, in this case, has TVs and screens on just about every airplane they have to keep the customers entertained. All planes have screens for each passenger and lots of channels and movie choices. United also includes live TV so you won't miss that game. United also includes free Wi Fi. For most airlines, this is a problem, but people will often choose to fly those airlines that do offer that free Wi Fi because they just enjoy being on their handheld devices so much. Some people need to work, others would like to text their friends and or do so as they please, or watch a movie, for example, on their phone. Most airlines, or at least the big ones, United, Lufthansa, American, Emirates, Qatar, I can go on for a very long time listing them, but most of these airlines have a first class lounge. This is a place that is exclusive only for their high end customers that pay that extra price to get the first class seating in the airplane. In this first class lounge, this all comes with a personal bag handler, someone to take your bags to and from the car to the plane, and will take care of them the whole way. You don't have to worry about them at all. An all you can eat buffet with free drinks. Who doesn't like that? That is one of my personal favorites. Sleep pods for getting rest before the flight. These are very comfy. I've been in a couple myself. And a limo. Lufthansa and United offer this service. A limo taking the passenger from the lounge to the airplane directly, and they don't have to wait in any lines or anything. At these first class lounges, you may also shower, bathe, and just clean up before you want to get onto this airplane. Sometimes, even in these first class lounge, on the more busy days, they'll have entertainment groups such as bands a, or a jazz band, or even a comedian will come in and keep these people entertained so they are not bored. Also, along with these privileges, they also offer massages. These massages can only be accessed for the first class members of the flight. Another major factor of a successful airline company would be employee satisfaction. If the employees are happy, the airline will be happy, everyone is happy. And the employees usually reflect the happiness and goodness inside of the customer. So the customers are able to come out and appeal to the employees, making everyone just very happy and excited to be on the airplane, which gives United a good image and or any other airline. For employee satisfaction, a major thing would be benefits. Every employee wants a 401k or some kind of future for their future little ones when they grow up, which is this could also be health care, eye care, or even a college fund set up for their kids. Another thing would be discounted and or free flights for employees and family, so they can go places and also check it out as not just working, and make them even happier to be with that company. Decent schedules. Most people will be working maybe a 10 or 12-hour shift out there on the tarmac, taking care of these airplanes, making sure they're functional, or even the pilots or flight attendants. But you need to give your employees at least some amount of time for them to recover from that workday so they'll be able to better function as the next day comes of work. Opportunities for advancement is an obvious one. Everybody doesn't want to stay in the same job their whole life. They would like to improve and or become better paid as for the future to come. Another one is training. You have to give your employees the right training so they're not just sitting there wondering what to do. This keeps the employees happy because they know what to do in situations, and it also keeps the customers happy if they are trained right. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my presentation about United, and I hope in the future you will consider flying United again.